hit that subscribe button and the bell icon beside it to check out our latest videos before anyone else. What's up everyone, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the gaming review, battery drain test and the heat test of the Moto E5 Plus. Now for the gaming review, I'll be playing these 4 games for about half an hour. So that's why we have a timer or a stopwatch over here. Now before playing the games, I'll be checking the battery percentage, and after playing the games, you can check it again to see how much the battery has drained for approximately half an hour of gameplay. And after the gaming review, I'll be doing the heat test where I'll be taking pictures continuously for half an hour. So that's what we are going to do in this video. Now before we get started, current battery percentage is 79% and I'm going to start the timer and start the gaming review with Asphalt 8. By the way, this phone sports a Snapdragon 430 processor with Adreno 505 GPU with just HD Plus resolution. These are the rest of the specifications. Now here are the Antutu and Geekbench scores of this phone. Now let's start with the gameplay. By the way guys, currently room temperature is 27 degrees and I've set the AC to 26 degrees and there are 2 big lights on either side. Now let's get on to the gaming. So guys, that was the end of our first race. Now let's check the temperature. On the front it is 40 degrees and at the bottom it is 36 degrees. Now on the back it is 40 degrees and at the bottom it is 35 degrees. Now I'll just play this game for another 3 minutes, probably for another race, and check the temperature once again. By the way, gaming experience was pretty good. There was no lag. There was occasional frame drop, but that was completely fine. But the only disappointment is with the display. I just wish it had a better Full HD Plus display, considering this one has a massive 6-inch display. Now let me just play another race and get back to you. So guys, I've been playing Asphalt 8 for about 10 minutes. It took about 6 minutes just to download the game. Anyway, I played about 2 races and the maximum temperature on the front was 41 degrees and at the bottom it's 38 degrees. On the back, maximum temperature is 41 degrees and at the bottom it's 35 degrees. Phone feels slightly warm and that's completely manageable. By the way, these temperatures are at a room temperature of 27 degrees. Next I'll play Modern Combat 5. Guys, for some reason this one is asking me to download the entire game once again. So I'm just gonna download it and let the timer run. So even though I'm not gaming right now, but the phone is doing something, I'll keep it on and it'll be downloading the game. So I'll start the gaming once the game is downloaded. So guys, now the game is downloaded. So it took about 6 minutes to download the game. Now just in case, let's check the temperature. On the front it's still 41 degrees and at the bottom it is 38 degrees. And on the back it is 41 degrees and at the bottom it's around 34 degrees. Now the clock is still clicking. Now let's start Modern Combat 5. Now over here you can really see the lack of pixels. Everything seems a little pixelated because there are too many details in the frame. Now this is where you will definitely see the lack of those pixels.
Extraction point B. Over. You heard him. Come on.
There is some lag.
Enemy hostile. Company, 12 o'clock. Take him out. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go right out of here. Strike two. Backup is on the way. Hold tight. Over. I need immediate backup. They're all over us.
So guys, that was the first level of Modern Combat 5. Now let's check the temperature. On the front it is 42 degrees and at the bottom it is 38 degrees, and on the back near the camera module it's 41 degrees and at the bottom it is 35 degrees. Now the entire gameplay was smooth. There was some occasional lag, but the entire game was playable, and most importantly we can clearly see the lack of those pixels. Now that's something we definitely can't change. Next I'll play Sheridan Legends. By the way guys, I've been using this phone for about 26 minutes for playing games and downloading stuff, and the current battery percentage is 73%. So approximately 6% of battery for half an hour of usage. Now unlike most phones, this phone has the speaker over here, so in terms of audio quality and clarity it's pretty good, but it is not super loud. It's audible, but I wish it was slightly more louder. Guys, I think it's a bad day for me. For some reason all the games are asking for update, so let me update even this game.
Heads will roll. Shit. Sleep tight.
So guys, I've been playing this game for about 10 minutes. Now let's check the temperature. Now on the front near the earpiece it's 42 degrees and at the bottom it's 37-36 degrees. Now on the back it's 41 degrees and at the bottom it's 35 degrees. Now I noticed a lot of lag at the start of the game, but after a few seconds everything was pretty smooth and the game was also playable. For this particular game I didn't have any issues with the display. Next I'll play PUBG Mobile. So guys, I've been playing PUBG Mobile for about 15 minutes. Now let's check the temperature. Now on the front it's 42 degrees and at the bottom it is 39 degrees, and on the back it's 42 degrees once again, and at the bottom it's 35 degrees. Now all this is at a room temperature of 26 degrees. Now coming to the gameplay, it was pretty horrible. It's not playable. You definitely need a better resolution display to play PUBG Mobile, at least to play better. There was a lot of lag and frame drops. You may be able to play it, but it's not going to be a good gaming experience. Now throughout the gaming review, I've seen a maximum of 42 degrees on the front and back, and phone feels slightly warm. So if you like to play a lot of games, it's not going to be a problem. Phone doesn't have any heating issues. Now I've been playing games for about 57 minutes or 58 minutes, approximately 1 hour, and the current battery percentage is 66%. So the phone used about 13% of battery for about 1 hour of gaming, which is kinda bad considering this phone has a 5000 mAh battery. Now those are the results of the gaming review and the battery drain test. Now I'll start the heat test where I take pictures continuously for 5 minutes and then check the temperature. By the way, current battery percentage is 66%. We can even check the battery percentage after the heating test. Now I've started the timer and I'll start taking pictures continuously for 5 minutes. As you can see, capturing speeds are slow. At least it's not super fast. Now let's take some selfies. So capturing speeds for the front camera are pretty fast. Let me use the rear camera. So as you can see, I'm trying to take pictures, but the capturing speeds are pretty slow. So guys, it's been about 5 minutes since I've been taking pictures continuously. Now let's check the temperature on the front and on the back. Now on the front, I'm seeing a maximum temperature of 44 degrees. So that's the maximum temperature on the front. At the bottom, it's 34 degrees. And on the back, I'm seeing a maximum of 44 degrees once again. So there you go, that's the maximum temperature. And at the bottom, it is 37 degrees. Now the phone currently has 64% of battery. So for 5 minutes of intensive camera usage, phone used just 2% of battery. That's kinda okay considering this phone has a bigger battery. So guys, that's the heat test and the battery drain test of the Moto E5 Plus. On the whole, I've seen a maximum of 44 degrees, that too on intensive camera usage for 5 minutes. And now the phone feels hot in this area and on the back near the rear camera, but it's still manageable. I can comfortably hold it. It's not super hot as it's just 44 degrees. Now all this has been done at a room temperature of about 26 degrees, and there is an AC running in the background at 26 degrees. Now if your room temperature or if your surroundings are hotter or cooler, these temperatures might vary, but considering 44 degrees, that's the maximum temperature, I must say this phone is doing a pretty good job. By the way, if you are wondering about these wallpapers, I use this app called Superhero Wallpaper all the time. There are some more wallpaper apps that I use, link for that is in the description. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you are planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It really helps the channel, and if you want us to make any specific video on this phone or any other phone out there, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.